Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing on this January the 28th, 2025 daily XRP, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and blockchain technology video that you've come to expect, love, need, and deserve from the number one cryptocurrency insider on social media and in the sphere. Old Vincenzo, I ask you to bell notification, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, and share. Jay, to help push us through the YouTube sphere and help us get our message and word and information and education, most importantly, out to more and more people here into the sphere so they can make an educated and an informed investing decision. And if we look at what you can do to help support the channel, as always, we've got a few new members, which I very, very much appreciate it. The best value in YouTube and in the sphere to help support a channel to keep it as it's always been, always will be, and will continue to be free. But if you want to help support the channel, you can join Jabroni Killers right there in the video description below or the pinned comment. You just click that right there. Click link slash at Vincenzo's Jabroni Killers. And then if you want to trade on the sites old Vincenzo uses for crypto, you can use my Robinhood link there, or you can scroll down farther and use my Coinbase link in the video description down here. And those are the links and super simple and easy ways to help support the channel. And we can see XRP Ripper has just come on board as a member of Jabroni Killers from Switzerland, and his name looks to be Halim. And one of the big benefits you get to become members of Jabroni Killers for just a couple of pennies a day is when you ask questions, you are the first to get an answer via a comment and then me talking about it when I make my daily videos. And when you ask for me to look at coins or look at stocks or look at anything in particular, you get the first run of the mill and I will put them into my rotation to show you my appreciation on you helping support the channel. We can see we got DGB in there. Peter Dubai's had a few things he's asked me for. We got AMP in the rotation for him. XUS 001. He's asked to look at some stuff. And then my man, JE Co-Creative Music, you wanted the Shiba Inu. And I forgot to do that yesterday, along with your Algo, as he's a long time member of Jabroni Killers. Come here, kitty. Come here. He's an original member and a longtime supporter of the channel. So we're going to start off this video, like always, with a little XRP love. And you can see the XRP in the full screen. Come here. Come here, buddy. You can see XRP in the full screen after it had the big dump down the other day. It had a huge rally going from about the 260 area all the way back up to 233. And now it's starting to trade back down. And what we got to pay attention for, if we go out here into the daily time frame, is this thing's got a date with destiny. And I think what we are in and what we could be in is this head and shoulders. And I'm going to keep talking about it until the pattern invalidates itself or until it actually fulfills it. This head and shoulders topping reversal pattern. And you can see what that would be your left shoulder here, your head here that we're forming. Then we would come down to the neckline, which is down right about here at the 210, form a right shoulder. And then you would go from the top of the head to the neckline to the point of a breakout, and that gets you just below an uptrending 200-day moving average. And we haven't hit any of these moving averages since way back here, and since way back there, uh, right at and just before the day before the big pump from the Donald Trump electoral election in the United States. And I still think that that's where we're going. And I think we're gonna when we come back and hit the 50-day moving average in the daily time frame, which is now exactly on the $2.55. And then the 100-day moving average is at $2.05, and the 200-day is down there at $1.51. I think when we come back down here, we're gonna have a pretty quick fall, and we're gonna breach the 50-day and come straight down to the 200-day, which would be the neckline. Then I think we would have a nice rally back up there, right? I think that's what's going on there. And that's what I'm going to continue to watch out for is I think we are in this short term head and shoulders topping reversal pattern. And we're going to have to continue to watch that because I do think that's exactly what pattern we're in. And I'll continue to highlight it every day that we talk about. And on if we did break out of any kind of upside with this in, in between bull flag, where you have a flagpole, down and sideways consolidation, which is a falling channel in the short time frame, which is descending lower resistance or support and descending upper resistance, and it's just as wide at the beginning as it is at the end, and that would be a falling channel, and that would be how you got up there in the short term, the $4.68. That's still possible, but I'm starting to lean towards that this is a head and shoulders short-term profit taking topping out reversal pattern, at least to the 200-day moving average down there near $1.51. But we're going to continue to watch because we just don't know yet until this actually decides to make a big move on a big breakdown. So initially, we're going to see what happens here over the next 24 to 48 hours. Was just this a fake out to the downside here to pull some liquidity and to get some of the weak hands out that just bought in at the all-time or near the all-time high about 10 days ago, and then we're going to hold this and then form something like that. We're going to pay attention to see if that is exactly what happens, but we don't know yet. But we're going to continue to watch. If we go in before XLM, we go into Bitcoin dominance. We've been telling you Bitcoin dominance, as long as Bitcoin dominance continues to rise, the altcoins sell off. And you can do this yourself and just follow BTCD market cap dominance. And you'll notice anytime you have a big dump like this, we're going to get that in the purple. Anytime you have a big dump like that in Bitcoin dominance, the altcoins rally. And then anytime you bottom out on Bitcoin dominance, like when we bottomed out here at about the 54.75, and then we had a nice run up, you'll see the altcoins start to fall, just like they have the last couple of, I don't know, the last 10 days or so since, yeah, about the last 20 days. Bitcoin dominance has been on the rise from about 56.70% all the way up here to the 59.60 on top of this critical support area of 58.81% dominance. And anytime you see this rise or spike, the altcoins are going to fall. And anytime you see this fall, the altcoins are going to rise. And I'll continue to keep you informed on that because it's a very critical indicator as far as the altcoins. XLM is in the short-term bearish now as we have a confirmation. And if we move our moving averages where they need to be. You can see in the daily time frame now, this is joining DGB where the 100-day or the 50-day in red is almost starting to turn down. It's sitting at 40 cents now. The 100-day in blue is sitting at 34 cents and 26 cents on the 200-day. And you can see if we zoom into the hour time frame on this confirmation that I'm talking about, you can see we have this big fake out wick that went up about 10 or 12% really quick on Sunday and then quickly reversed itself. Classic fake out to get the people in the retail, the emotional traders, thinking that this was the next big breakout. And then it quickly reversed itself from peak wick to peak wick, 21.25% to confirm a breakdown because this was a big move on a breakdown right there, a massive move on the breakdown. And then we had the relief rally, which you always have after a big dump, and you can see we pumped right back up into the moving averages in the hour time frame, came right up to the 50-day moving average in the daily, which is sitting there at 40 cents. And look what happened. It came up and hit it and got rejected. And now what we're seeing is maybe a run down to the 200-day, which would be all the way down here at 34 and a half cents. And that's something that's very, very possible. And as long as we've been telling you, when you're above this 34 cents, or 43 cents, you're short to medium term bullish. When you confirm below it, you're short to medium term bearish. The same way as we were bearish back here for about a month and a half. Oh, what did I just delete out of there? Did I just take away my moving averages on accident? No, we're good. We're kosher. But just like I was telling you, excuse me, I sidetracked myself, that we were short to medium term bearish after we hit the 63 cents and then traded sideways, we got bearish right here, short to medium term, right? And we went down from wick high to swing low, 50.52% before we had a nice rally right there, starting right around the new year. And then we pumped up the first couple of weeks of January, and now we started to give that back. as the volume has continued to decline. And that's very critical when the volume declines. And what we may be looking at here is we're going to hit the 100-day moving average pretty soon here, more than likely for the first time since the November election. And more than likely, we might even be coming all the way back down to the 26 cents, which would be a great swing trade opportunity. And that is where I'm looking at here for a nice swing trade at that 26 cents. If we do come back down into there for a nice big ferocious rally in the XLM, and I'll continue to keep you updated on that. AMP we'll talk about in the next video we make. We're going to do an altcoin video later on this evening. XDC we'll talk about. Algo for my co-creative music, member of Jabroni Killers. You can see right here what we've been talking about. We're struggling after we got rejected up here at this 53 cents of the green resistance box of death locally. We're coming back down and we've been straddling the 50-day moving average. But it looks like we're threatening to break the 50-day and we would come straight down to the 100-day down there at 33 cents. But if we get back into this red area and confirm below it, it'll trade very, very quickly down to the 200-day moving average, sitting there at 26 cents. And that's something that I am hedging and think I'm not a financial advisor, but think it might be coming down there if we don't get some buyers pretty quick. If we breach this regional low here at 34 cents, we're going to come down to the 32, and I think we'll slip that pretty quick down and come retest the 200-day moving average for the first time in quite some time. If you want this to get bullish action, what you would like to see is a nice hump here, hold this right there, and then start to trade on and form a double bottom and get some buyers to come back in and stay above the 50-day moving average at 37 cents. And then Shiba Inu for cold creative music you asked me about the other day and I forgot to do it. Where you at, Shiba? Shiba's in here somewhere. Hold on. Where'd Shiba go? My dog's name was Queen Shiba, German Shepherd back in the day. Poor old lassie got the cancer though. It wasn't a good ending for her. Good life, but not a good ending. Watch list. Shiba's in here somewhere. Where you at, Shiba? Here, Shiba. Oh, I put Shiba over here in the Robinhood because you can trade Shiba coin on Robinhood. Did I delete Shiba coin on accident? Nope, there it is. If we look at Shiba coin's been in a big downturn recently, and you can see we had a huge rally with Shiba, and then we topped out. Let's get rid of these. Let's get rid of these. Let's get rid of, no, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Shiba has had a very nice rally, and we're going to unlock and pull this out into the current time frame, and then we're going to relock that so I don't move it. Same thing with this upper resistance box. We're going to unlock it and just simply pull it out. Then we're going to lock it again. You can see Shiba has been harshly rejected. Get our price notes out here. Harshly rejected after trying to break out up there at the top part of this green resistance box, which is 0.403119, and we've had a harsh rejection, and we've slipped the 200-day, we've slipped all the moving averages, and you can see now in here the moving averages in the daily time frame are all starting to fall down, which is saying bearish sentiment when the moving averages start to trade downward. And that's something that we're going to be paying attention to, because what this could be telling us is if we clone this and then we drag it down, now that we've breached the moving averages, your next major area of support is down here at the top part of that red resistance box. And we do know, oops, we do know when we come through these resistance and support boxes, see how quick it traded down here the first time and how quick it can trade up with big moves. There's not as much trading in between these resistance and support boxes that I put on. So that's why it's more than likely that it's going to come down to 0.401329 very, very quickly. And then we would have to see if the buyers or the bulls could forcefully pump this back up, or if this is going to be a much bigger liquidation and a much bigger fall down in Shiba Inu. And on the short term, if you want to try to get some buyers back and you want to try to get more short term bullish a little bit instead of all this bearish action. You got to get some buyers. You got to turn this price around and get back on top of the bottom part of this green trading box and hold it as support and kick out to the upside. That would be a way to turn short-term bullish and then get above these moving averages in the daily time frame. But right now, that's not the case. In Shiba Inu, right now, the price is continuing to come down. Like, subscribe, and share. We'll do an extensive altcoin update later on this evening. Peace and love.